One of the High Plains, the Balko Lady Bison are on the air. You're listening to Balko Lady Bison basketball live on the Balko Bison Sports Network. We have the 5th round OSSAA Women's Class B matchup between the number 18 ranked Balko Lady Bison and the Kremlin Hillsdale Lady Bronx. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We will have the starting lineup for today's game, the keys to victory, and the matchup between Balko and Kremlin Hillsdale live from the Echo Dome here in Fairview, Oklahoma. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma. For this 5th round OSSAA Women's Class B matchup between the Balko Lady Bison and the Kremlin Hillsdale Lady Bronx. We're having a few technical difficulties over here, so we apologize for that here in advance. Trying to get everything squared away and organized here. We're a little over 4 minutes. Ooh, there we go. That's better. We're a little over 4 minutes away from tip-off here in this matchup between Balko and Kremlin Hillsdale. Balko qualified for today's game by defeating Goodwill in the 4th round. Kremlin Hillsdale qualified for today's game by defeating Sweetwater. It is a winner-go-home situation, and the winner of this game will advance to the area tournament in Woodward on Thursday. The loser today will see their season come to an end. These are two good teams. As you get to this point in the season, everyone that's left are going to be good teams. Kremlin Hillsdale has a good contingency of fans here. Balko has quite a few fans as well. Fans are continuing to trickle in as well as we get closer to tip-off here, about 3.5 minutes away from the start of this matchup. We don't have the starting lineups here yet, otherwise we just go ahead and go through those. But what we are going to do is we're going to talk about the keys to victory for today's game. For Balko, they're going to have to play aggressive on the defensive end. They're going to have to stop Kremlin because they're going to want to run. Kremlin's going to want to get up and down the floor, which tends to be Balko's game. The problem is that Kremlin Hillsdale has so many players that it's going to be difficult for Balko to keep up. Kremlin's going to be the entire time putting fresh legs in, fresh legs in, fresh legs in. Balko's limited on their player personnel. They only have 8 players, and so it's going to be hard for them to kind of keep up if this turns into a run and gun kind of game. Offensively, Balko's just going to have to take advantage of the opportunities that they have. They're going to have to hit their open shots. They're going to have to find the creases, find the holes, get the penetration, create space when they can. And then on the other side, they're going to have to attempt to shut down Kremlin Hillsdale's transition game. Whichever team is able to do that is going to be the team that wins this game. It should be a good matchup between Balko and Kremlin Hillsdale. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineup for today's game and the tip-off between Balko and Kremlin Hillsdale. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview High School in the Echo Dome. We're about to have the national anthem here in arena, so we will go ahead and play that for you at this time, after which we will have the starting lineup for both teams and the start of this matchup. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in a moment.
Today's Class B Area 1 Regional Girls Consolation Finals contest between Kremlin, Hillsdale Lady Bronx, and the Balko Lady Bison. First, a message from the OSSAA. Good sportsmanship is learned, practiced, and executed. Respect for the opponents, spectators, coaches, and officials is necessary at all levels of athletics and activity programs. In interscholastic contest, everyone's behavior should be characterized by generosity and genuine concern for others. Display good sportsmanship. Public service message from Fairview High School and the OSSAA. And now, our national anthem.
A nice rendition of the national anthem performed by the Fairview High School Band. And on the starting lineup for today's game. First for the Kremlin Hillsdale Lady Bronx, who come into today's game with a record of 20 wins and 6 losses on the season. Junior number 4, Taryn Gray. Senior number 11, Taryn Rhodes. Sophomore number 12, Aowen Seek. Junior number 22, Taryn Smith. And junior number 23, Ty Neal. And the Lady Bronx are coached by Randy Vaught. For the number 18 ranked Balko Lady Bison, coming into tonight's game with a record of 15 wins and 8 losses on the season. Junior number 5, Sawyer Stockton. Senior number 11, Carolyn O'Vera. Junior number 14, Mary Wirtz. Sophomore number 15, Emily Trenham. And sophomore number 24, Aspen Freeman. And the Lady Bison are coached by Brittany Johnson. We do want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast of Balko Lady Bison basketball live on the Balko Bison Sports Network. If you are listening, please leave us a message on Facebook at the Balko Bison Sports Network, on Twitter at Balko Sports. Let us know where you're listening from. We love to hear from the people watching and listening to these games. My name is David Vaughn. I'll be your host for the next couple hours. A very pleasant good afternoon to you all, wherever you may be, live from the Echo Dome here in Fairview, Oklahoma. For this matchup between Balko and Kremlin Hillsdale. So it should be a good matchup between these two teams. It should be an evenly fought game. Like I said, the only difference really that you can see on paper is that Kremlin Hillsdale has many, many more players than does Balko. The Bison are already on the floor. They're in their road marine uniforms with white lettering and trim with the script Balko across the chest. They'll be going from right to left across your screen. Kremlin Hillsdale in their home white uniforms with red lettering and black trim. They'll be going from left to right. It will be Taryn Smith and Sawyer Stockton to jump for the ball. It's Balko and Kremlin Hillsdale. It's on here on the Balko Bison Sports Network. Tip is controlled by Aspen Freeman in the front court. Giving it off to Carolyn O'Vera. O'Vera has it in the front court, crossover dribble. 1-2-2 zone being employed by Kremlin Hillsdale. Stockton over the top of the key, passing over to Wirtz. Wirtz with the ball, driving in. Reverses course, has it at the elbow, passing back down to the top of the key. Trenham has the ball, reverses course, looking to get rid of it. Does so to Aspen Freeman between the circles over to Wirtz. Now at the free throw line extended on the far side. Wirtz backing the defender down, now giving it off to Emily Trenham. Aggressive defense by the Lady Bronx in the early going to this one. Wirtz with it, driving into the lane. Bounce pass deflected out of bounds. Off of Sawyer Stockton will be will be Kremlin Hillsdale basketball. 30 seconds gone here in the first quarter. In the early going, we can see the Kremlin Hillsdale is going to be extremely aggressive on the defensive end. So it remains to be seen how much the officials are going to let him play. If they let him play This could be a really fun game because I'm a big fan of aggressive basketball. This ball's into the paint. The shot is, or the pass is right thrown over to the corner, picked up by Taryn Gray. Gray handing it off now to Taryn Rose, now down to the block. The shot is no good, but a foul on the shot. And so AONC will beat the line to shoot 2 for Kremlin Hillsdale. At the the foul's going to be on Sawyer Stockton, her first personal foul, first team foul. So AONC get the line to shoot 2 for Kremlin Hillsdale. First free throw is on the way. High arcing shot is off the front iron, no good. One more free throw forthcoming for the sophomore from Kremlin Hillsdale. She gets the ball, takes a couple dribbles, free throws on the way, up. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound deflected, loose, picked up by Kremlin Hillsdale, another foul. So Balko committing fouls in bunches early, and that one's going to be on Carolyn Olvera, her first personal foul. Taryn Gray to inbound from the baseline underneath the Kremlin Hillsdale basket. Does so to the corner on the far side. Taryn Smith with it, passing it out between the circles over to AONC. Handing it off now to Taryn Rose. Rose has it, giving it back to Gray on the far side. Gray being guarded by Olvera, has the ball, hesitation dribble. Bounce pass to the elbow and Ty Neal. Neal giving it back. Three-pointer for Taryn Gray's off the front iron, no good. Rebound picked up by Sawyer Stockton. Balko wants to run, coming back the other way. Numbers back defensively from Kremlin Hillsdale. Ball's deflected, and a reaching foul on Taryn Smith, so that'll be her first personal foul, first team foul for Kremlin Hillsdale. So the officials are not going to let them be physical in this game. Olvera looking to inbound, does so to Stockton in the paint. 8-footer is good. Sawyer Stockton with the first points of the game for herself and for either team. It is 2-0 Balko, 6:37 to go here in the first quarter. Taryn Gray with it at the midcourt stripe, has the ball. Cross-court pass over to the far side. Taryn Smith with it, now being guarded by Olvera. Cross-court pass again to Gray on the near side. Over to the corner, Aylin Seek with it, being guarded by Sawyer Stockton. Double comes by Emily Trenham. Long cross-court pass over to Gray. Gray gets inside the arc, passing it out now to Taryn Smith. Smith with it, backing out near the sideline on the far side. Bounce pass to Ty Neal. Neal over to the near side. Taryn Gray at the top of the key has the ball. Utilizing the Neal screen, giving it off to the corner on the near side. Driving baseline is Seek. Bounce pass into the paint. The 10-foot jumper is off the back iron and good. That basket is going to be good for Ty Neal. Her first basket of the game. We're tied at 2. 5:51 to go here in the first quarter. Turn over to Stockton. Stockton for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound loose. Deflected out of bounds by Carolyn Olvera. Not saved. They'll say, whoa, they'll say it was off of Kremlin Hillsdale. It looked for sure like it was off of Balko. And Carolyn Olvera even looks surprised. So it'll be Balko basketball. Inbound goes to Stockton. At the top of the key now between the circles, has the ball, utilizing the Trenham screen. Over now to the near side, Mary Wirtz has it. Giving off to Olvera between the circles, driving in, passing out of a double team. Aspen Freeman for 3, off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Neal. Kremlin Hillsdale is going to come the other way. 5:27 to go here in the first quarter. Still tied at 2. Smith with it now in the front court, passing over to the wing on the near side. Bounce pass to the block. Neal with it, passing up to the top of the key. 3-pointer. Off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound. That's the second offensive rebound. We have a foul on the floor. Foul is going to be on Sawyer Stockton. That'll be his second personal foul, and that is a problem. Stockton's going to have a seat, and Caden Sager will check into the game for Balko. Kremlin Hillsdale to inbound. Ball's deflected, picked up by Stockton. They'll call tie ball possession or favors Kremlin Hillsdale. It'll be Lady Bronx basketball inbounding again from the baseline. 5:11 to go here in the quarter. 2-2 your score. Balko started slowly offensively the other night as well against Goodwell. Taryn Smith with it, passing over to the corner on the far side. Gray with it, still has it, now dribbling around the arc. Olvera goes for the steal, doesn't get it, passing over to Smith on the near side. Pass is too tall, out of bounds, not saved, and it'll be Balko basketball. 4:57 to go here in the first quarter. Carolyn Olvera with her, she'll walk it up the court. Balko needs to settle down on the offensive end. They're just not getting very good looks. Olvera has it. Being guarded very well by Taryn Gray. Excellent defense by Taryn Gray for Kremlin Hillsdale. Bounce pass to Wirtz over to Sager. Sager passes to Trenham on the near side, has the ball. Passing out of a double team over to Wirtz, who wasn't expecting it, over to Caden Sager on the near side. Sager driving in, throws it into the backcourt, and it's going to be a turnover. Over and back violation, Kremlin Hillsdale basketball with 4:31 to go here in the first quarter. Balko looking all kinds of disjunct offensively in the early going of this one. Taryn Rhodes to inbound. Does so to Taryn Gray. Gray has it between the circles, Olvera guarding. Waiting for the offense to set. Over to Rhodes on the far side, driving baseline. The shot is off the side of the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Aspen Freeman. Coming back the other way now with the Lady Bison. Freeman driving the baseline, passes out of the double team over to Olvera. Olvera has a crossover dribble over to Sager. Sager to work, top of the key, three-pointer. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound and a reaching foul on Mary Wirtz. That'll be her fourth personal foul. Wirtz has one personal foul, 14 fouls. It'll be Kremlin Hillsdale basketball. Pass over to Gray in the front court on the near side. Passing it back over to Smith. Now in the wing, in the corner on the far side, Taryn Rhodes has a cross-court pass over to Gray. Gray bounce pass to the near side, driving in Ty Neal at the baseline, cut off by Sager. Bounce pass goes the other way. Now Taryn Gray has it. Bounce pass goes out of bounds. Off of Kremlin Hillsdale, it will be Balko basketball. Full court press being employed by Kremlin Hillsdale. Aspen Freeman with it, gives it off to Olvera in the corner on the far side. Double team comes, pass back to Freeman. Long outlet deflected out of bounds by Ty Neal. It'll be Balko basketball. Inbounding on the far sideline in front of the Kremlin Hillsdale fans. Coach Johnson not happy about the offense in the early going of this one. 3:38 to go here in the quarter. Bounce pass inbound goes to Kaylin Olvera, who walking across the timeline. Hesitation dribble driving in is Olvera. Sager now with it at the top of the key. Driving in now at the elbow over to Trenum. Trenum with the ball. Giving it back to Wirtz. Wirtz with it. Over to Sager. Ball's deflected and stolen. Come back the other way. Taryn Neal in transition. And it's knocked out of bounds by Caden Sager. Kremlin Hillsdale basketball. But Balko's got to clean up their passing on the offensive end. Too many turnovers in the early going of this one. And Kremlin Hillsdale is too good to just not score against. Free throw line jumper is up and good for AO&C. Her first points. And it's 4-2 Kremlin Hillsdale. 3:08 to go. And the pass is stolen. Coming back the other way. And a foul. That foul's going to be on Mary Wirtz, and that'll be her second personal foul. 5 team fouls for Balko already. Sawyer Stockton and Caitlin Gonzalez are going to check into the game. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 3:05 to go here in the first quarter. Kremlin Hillsdale 4, Balko 2. Balko Lady Bison basketball continuing in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview High School, where the Balko Lady Bison trail the Kremlin Hillsdale Lady Bronx by a score of 4-2. Early foul trouble in this one for Balko and all kinds of it. Sawyer Stockton with 2, Maylee Wirtz with 2. It'll be Kremlin Hillsdale basketball inbounding on the far sideline. 3:05 to go here in the first quarter. Taryn Gray with the ball, crossover dribble, passing down to the block. Wide open shot is off the glass, and oh, no good. And they're going to call a foul. Oh, foul's going to be on Kremlin Hillsdale, AO&C. That'll be her first personal foul, second team foul. Carolyn Olvera gets it now with under 3 to play here in the first quarter. Balko's needing to settle down on the offensive side. Driving it is Olvera on the baseline, spin move, spins into a double team, loses control. Over to Stockton for the free throw line, jumper is off the back iron, no good. Rebound by the Lady Bronx, coming back the other way, now it's Kremlin Hillsdale. Nothing falling for Balko here in the early going of this one. Smith passes over now to the wing on the near side. Ty Neal thought about the jumper, opted not to take it, passing into Pepper Elmore, who's in the game now. Driving baseline, she stepped on the baseline. It'll be a turnover, Balko basketball. 2:27 to go here in the first quarter. 4-2 the score, favor Kremlin Hillsdale. Carolyn O'Vera will walk it up the court. She'll cross the midcourt stripe. Driving into the paint, passing off now to Emily Trenum. Trenum over to Aspen Freeman. Freeman driving the baseline through the entire defense off the glass and good. Aspen Freeman with nice aggression there. We're tied at 4 with 2:08 to go here in the quarter. Taryn Gray into the front court, has the ball, passes over to Smith on the near side. Now down to Neal in the corner, has the ball in front of the Balko student section, passing back, reversing course. Now Taryn Gray with it, driving into a double team, a lot of contact, no call. Ball loose on the floor, still loose on the floor, picked up by Stockton. Tie ball, possession arrow favors Balko. It'll be Lady Bison basketball. 1:51 to go here in the first quarter, tied up at 4. The offense not really working for either side. That seems kind of optional at this point. Aspen Freeman inbounds to Carolyn O'Vera. Coach Johnson calling the play from the sideline. O'Vera brings it across the midcourt stripe. Driving in is O'Vera through the defense off the glass, no good. Rebound by Kremlin Hillsdale, wanting to run the other way. Owen Seek has it. Numbers back defensively. Elbow jumper is up and good. Transition basket for Owen Seek. That's 4 for her. And it's a 2-point lead for Kremlin Hillsdale, 6-4. Into the front court. And an offensive foul called on Caitlin Gonzalez. Gonzalez ran into the defender. That's going to be her first personal foul. 16 fouls already. We're not out of the first quarter. Caden Sager back in the game. Sawyer Stockton's going to have a seat. So Kremlin Hillsdale by 2 and the ball. 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. Smith with it on the far side, passing over to Taryn Gray. Back to Smith, being guarded by Caitlin Gonzalez. Back to Gray now. Driving in, ball's deflected, picked up by Gray. Gray has the top of the key, passing over to the wing on the far side. Pepper Elmore holding above her head. Passing back now to Taryn Smith. 1 minute to go here in the quarter. Looking to get rid of it down to the block. Shot is good and a foul. Aowen Seek, 6 points for her. The foul is going to be on Aspen Freeman. That'll be her first personal foul. 17 fouls already in the first quarter. Aowen Seek looking to complete the 3-point play. The sophomore takes the free throw. It's on the way and good. So 7 points for Aowen Seek, and Kremlin Hillsdale now with a 5-point lead. And Balko needs to be very careful right here in a carrying violation on Aspen Freeman, a turnover. Coach Johnson has a seat, and she's just going to let the team play through it right now. And a traveling violation in the backcourt. The inbound went to Pepper Elmore. She took a couple steps before she realized, I think, that she had the ball. Long inbound goes to Carolyn O'Vera in the backcourt. O'Vera driving now into the front court. Through the defense, passing over to Emily Trenum. Trenum back to Freeman at the top of the key. Over to O'Vera. Loses control of it. Picks it back up now. 38 seconds to go here in the quarter. 9-4 the score favor Kremlin Hillsdale. Over to Aspen Freeman. Freeman driving in. Spin move. Picks up her dribble. Bounce pass to Sager. And the paint shot is blocked and a foul. That's going to be on Taryn Rhodes. That'll be her first personal foul. Just the 13th foul of the half. But Caden Sager will be at the line to shoot 2 for Balko. So 2 free throws forthcoming for the 5'1" senior from Balko. She takes a couple dribbles. Spins the ball. First free throw is on the way off the back iron. No good. So Sager to shoot 1 more free throw. Second free throw is up. Also off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Kremlin Hillsdale. Balko cannot buy a point right now. Into the front court. Taryn Gray with it. 16 seconds left, and the Lady Broncs are going to hold for the last shot. Elmore bounce pass driving the baseline. The shot is off the glass. No good. Rebound loose. Put back. No, but a foul. Foul's going to be on Caden Sager. That'll be her first personal foul. And Taryn Rhodes will be at the line to shoot 2 for Kremlin Hillsdale with 9.2 seconds left to go in the quarter. First free throw is up and good. Maley Wirtz and Sawyer Stockton back in the game for Balko. Allie Neal into the game for Kremlin Hillsdale. 1 more free throw forthcoming for the senior from Kremlin Hillsdale. Spins the ball, the free throw is on the way, and good. So she converts both. And it's a 7-point lead for Kremlin Hillsdale with 6 seconds left to go in the quarter. O'Mara giving it off to Wirtz. Wirtz driving in, into the paint. Doesn't see the shot clock, and that's the quarter. The score, Kremlin Hillsdale 11, Balko 4. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma, and the Echo Dome here where the Balko Lady Bison are in a deep hole early, trailing 11-4 at the end of the first quarter. Kremlin Hillsdale being paced by Ao and Seek with 7 points, 2 apiece for Taryn Rhodes and Ty Neal. For Balko, Sawyer Stockton and Aspen Freeman with 2 apiece, and that's it. And it's going to be Kremlin Hillsdale basketball to start the second quarter. All kinds of foul trouble for Balko with Sawyer Stockton and Maylee Wirtz both with 2. Bounce pass to the elbow, passing it back now to Pepper Elmore. Elmore driving the lane, the shot is blocked, and they're going to call a foul on Aspen Freeman. So for Freeman, that'll be her second personal foul. And Pepper Elmore will be at the line to shoot 2 for Kremlin Hillsdale. First free throw is up and good. So Elmore with her first point of the game, and it's 12-4. Second free throw is up, in and out, no good. Ball deflected out of bounds. Off of Kremlin Hillsdale will be Balko basketball. Balko not able to do anything on either end of the floor right now. They can't stop Kremlin Hillsdale and they can't score. Emily Trenum with it at the top of the key, passing over now to Wirtz. Wirtz over to Aspen Freeman for 3. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound in the corner, saved by Carolyn Olvera. Dribbling through the defense, finds Aspen Freeman, and we have a foul on the floor. Foul's going to be on Ao and Seek. That'll be her second personal foul. 4th team foul of the half for Kremlin Hillsdale. It'll be Balko basketball inbounding underneath their basket. 7:26 to go here in the second quarter. Taryn Smith and Ty Neal check it back into the game for Kremlin Hillsdale as Ao and Seek and Allie Neal will have a seat. Olvera can't find anyone. Finally does find a cutting. Wirtz passes deflected. Stockton picks it up, deflected. Olvera with it in the corner. Crossover dribble, driving into the lane. 10-foot jumper is around the rim, no good. Balko cannot get the ball through the hoop. Taryn Gray into the front court now, passing over to the far side. Taryn Neal. Now back to Pepper Elmore. Elmore between the circles, bounce pass to Taryn Gray on the near side. Has the ball being guarded loosely by Emily Trenum. A minute gone here in the second quarter. An 8-point lead for Kremlin Hillsdale and the basketball. Rhodes back to Gray. Has the ball passing over to Elmore on the far side. Being guarded by Carolyn Olvera, driving into the lane, passing out now to Taryn Gray. Gray has the ball. Long cross-court pass to Smith. Has the ball holding it high above her head at the free throw line, extended on the far side. Back to Gray. And Kremlin Hillsdale just playing keep away at this point. Driving in, bounce pass to the corner. Taryn Smith with that. High pass to Taryn Gray. 3-pointer straight away, no good. Out of bounds, it'll be Balko basketball. The inbound goes to Carolyn Olvera. Olvera with it, met at the timeline by Taryn Gray. Has it in the front court. Trying to direct traffic, can't do anything. Crossover dribble, finds Sawyer Stockton. Lady Bronx go for the steal, don't get it. Over to Wirtz. Wirtz has the ball. Aggressive defense. Ball's knocked away and stolen by Elmore. Elmore driving in. The layup is off the glass and good. And a 10-point lead for Kremlin Hillsdale, lead up to double figures. 14-4. Balko's not scored in 8 minutes. Shot is off the glass and good by Carolyn Olvera. Her first points of the game is 14-6. 5:47 to go here in the first half. Top of the key, Pepper Elmore has it, driving in. Offensive foul called on Pepper Elmore. So that'll be her first personal foul. 5 team fouls. It'll be a turnover and Balko basketball. Aspen Freeman to inbound in front of the Balko student section. Olvera with it, and Balko needs to make some things happen on the offensive side. Olvera with the ball between the circles, passing over to Maylee Wirtz. Wirtz has it. Hesitation dribble. Pulling it back out, dribbling through a double team, and we have a blocking foul called on Ty Neal. That'll be her first personal foul. 16 fouls for Kremlin Hillsdale. It'll be Balko basketball inbounding on the far side near the Kremlin Hillsdale student section. Inbound goes to Olvera in the backcourt. Looking over to Coach Johnson for the play. She'll walk it up the court. Dribbling on the yellow jacket logo here at Fairview. Passing it off to Maylee Wirtz now between the circles. Reversing course to Emily Trenum. Trenum has the ball, picks up her dribble. Can't get rid of it. Feeds it to Aspen Freeman too hard and is stolen. Coming back the other way now. Rose has it and she'll bring it across the timeline for Kremlin Hillsdale. 8-point lead for the Lady Bronx. Traveling violation before the shot. It'll be a turnover in Balko basketball. Coach Johnson is incensed with her team right now, letting them hear it on the floor. 4:53 to go here in the first half. An 8-point lead for Kremlin Hillsdale Balko basketball. She's indignant on the sideline, signaling demonstratively toward the other coaches. Pass goes over to Aspen Freeman. Freeman has it now, looking to get rid of it. Does so to Wirtz in the paint, shot off the glass and good. For Maylee Wirtz, that's 2 for her. And it's 14-8. The Lady Bison have closed it to within 6. 4.5 to go here in the first half. Now would be a terrific time for Balko to go on a run. Over to the corner, Taryn Gray with it. Has the ball passing now to the top of the key. Over to the wing on the near side. Elmore driving the baseline, loses it out of bounds. It'll be a turnover in Balko basketball. Coach Randy Vaught wanting a foul, doesn't get it, giving the official an earful. Timeout on the floor. Oh, substitution coming into the game. For Kremlin Hillsdale, AO and Seek will be back in, and Pepper Elmore will have a seat. 4:14 to go here in the first half. 14-8 favor Kremlin Hillsdale. Sawyer Stockton with it between the circles, has the ball, still has the dribble. Finds Aspen Freeman at the high post, looking to get rid of it, driving in, passes over to Emily Trenum for 3. Off the iron, no good, rebounded by Kremlin Hillsdale, come back the other way, Neal giving it off to Smith. Smith into the front court. Wide open, Gray on the block. Wirtz closes quickly, passing now out Terrence Smith over to the near side. Double team comes, driving baseline and Seek. Bounce pass loose on the floor. Through everyone's legs, picked up by Kremlin Hillsdale. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 3:37 to go here in the first half. Kremlin Hillsdale 14, Balko 8. Balko Bison basketball continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview High School, where the Kremlin Hillsdale Lady Broncos lead the Balko Lady Bison by a score of 14-8. Kremlin Hillsdale basketball inbounding on the near sideline. The inbound goes to Taryn Rhodes. 3:35 to go here in the first half. A half that's been dominated by Kremlin Hillsdale. Pass to the high post, passing over now to the near side. Taryn Gray for 3, in and out, no good. That ball was halfway down. Pass over to Emily Trenum. She loses control of it, but picks it back up. And Emily Trenum does not look well, as far as she looks not confident at the moment. Aspen Freeman with it, driving into the paint. The floater is no good. We have a foul on the shot. So Freeman will be at the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Taryn Smith, or excuse me, Ty Neal. That'll be her second personal foul. Aspen Freeman at the line to shoot 2. Freeman with 2 points so far in the game, looking to add to that total. Emily Trenum will have a seat, and Caitlin Gonzalez will check in Oh, the foul was on the floor, so it'll be 1-1. Free throws up, off the back iron, and no good. Rebound deflected and picked up by Kremlin Hillsdale. She traveled with it. So it'll be a turnover in the backcourt. Balko basketball, 3:09 to go here in the half. Balko's going to inbound in front of the Kremlin Hillsdale student section. Long inbound goes to Karen Olvera. Olvera with it at the top of the key, passing over to Sawyer Stockton. Stockton over to Aspen Freeman. Freeman has it driving in now. Pass to Gonzalez, a little high, but she's able to recover. Back to Olvera, top of the key, driving into the paint. The floater from 12 is around the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, spin move is blocked. Coming back the other way now for Kremlin Hillsdale, they want to run. And they have numbers if they hurry. The ball's deflected and stolen. Sawyer Stockton with it in the backcourt, tie up in the sideline on the far side, giving it up to Maley Wirtz. Pass over to Aspen Freeman. Freeman hasn't loses control and a reach-in foul on Kremlin Hillsdale. Balko trying desperately to make things happen. They just can't seem to get a rhythm, and when they do, I think they'll be fine, but they've got to survive this storm right now. That's 3 fouls on Ty Neal. Check into the game for Kremlin Hillsdale, seeing her first action will be Jaden Castillon. So Aspen Freeman at the line to shoot 1-1 as this the 8th team foul for Kremlin Hillsdale. Free throws up, around the rim, no good. Balko yet to convert a free throw in this game. And Aspen Freeman travels with it in the paint, and it's a turnover. And that's the difference. Kremlin Hillsdale is 6 of 6 from the line, and Balko is 0 of 6. And that's the difference right now. Correction, 0 of 4. And that's the difference in this game. Terrence Smith has it now, passing over to the near side. Castillon giving it back to Smith. Smith reversing course over to Taryn Rhodes. Rhodes driving into the paint. The floater is blocked and a foul. That's going to be on Caitlin Gonzalez. No, it's going to be on Carolyn Olvera. That'll be her second personal foul. So 2 fouls apiece on Sawyer Stockton, Carolyn Olvera, Maley Wirtz, and Aspen Freeman. Taryn Rhodes at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is around the rim and good. The senior from Kremlin Hillsdale converts to 1 of 2. Second free throws around the rim and also good. Kremlin Hillsdale is 8 of 8 for the game from the foul line, and they lead by 8. 2:15 to go in the quarter. 16-8 Kremlin Hillsdale. Freeman has it, giving it off to Wirtz on the far side. Driving into the paint. Pass is knocked away, picked up by Sawyer Stockton. Stockton driving in, giving it off to Maley Wirtz. Aggressive defense by Kremlin Hillsdale in this game. Wirtz floaters around the rim, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Kremlin Hillsdale. Coming back the other way. Into the front court is Terrence Smith. Kremlin Hillsdale with a chance to push the lead back out to double figures with the basket. Taryn Rhodes now with it between the circles, holds the ball high overhead. 1:47 to go here in the first half. Castillon has it. Finds Rhodes on the block. Pass again now down to the elbow. Driving into the paint. Seek with it. Passing over. Wide open three-pointer is good. For Taryn Gray, her first points of the game. And Kremlin Hillsdale with their largest lead of the game now at 19-8. 90 seconds to go here in the half. Bounce pass over to Freeman, back to Stockton. Stockton driving into the paint, and we have an offensive foul. That's going to be 3 on Sawyer Stockton. And Emily Trenum will check back into the game. Sawyer Stockton is going to be done for a while. 1:19 to go here in the first half. A half that has been all Kremlin Hillsdale, and the Lady Bronx lead by a score of 19-8. Over to Taryn Gray. Taryn Gray gets it down to the elbow. Pass is deflected out of bounds. It will be Kremlin Hillsdale basketball with 1:06 to go here in the half. Gray to inbound on the baseline underneath their basket. Inbound goes to Castillon on the near side, giving it off now between the circles. Over to Gray, driving in, cross-court pass to Rhodes. Under a minute to play here in the half. And it looks like the Lady Bronx are just going to hold for the last shot, as Coach Vaught is calling for isolation. So Kremlin Hillsdale content to run as much clock as possible. Gray has it on the logo, the Yellow Jacket logo, driving in. Wraparound dribble, driving in on Wirtz, has the ball, passing it over to Rhodes. Half a minute to go here in the quarter now. Over to the near side, Castillon driving the paint. Cross-court pass goes over to Gray. Gray now between the circles over to Rhodes. Rose driving in, but back over to Gray. Gray thought about the jumper, opted not to take it. 20 seconds to go in the half. Back to Terrence Smith. Smith has the ball, being guarded by Olvera. Over to Gray, 11 seconds now to go. Crossover dribble. Gray looking to get rid of it, having trouble giving it off now. Ball's deflected, and we have a reach-in foul on Carolyn Olvera. With 3 seconds left, Kremlin Hillsdale is going to get a shot at 2 free throws. That's Olvera's 3rd personal foul. Taryn Rhodes will get 2 free throws. First free throw is up and good. So Taryn Rhodes with 5 points. Checking into the game for Kremlin Hillsdale will be Caroline Skaggs. And A.O. and Seek will have a seat with just 3 seconds left. Second free throw is up and also good. Rhodes converts both. She has 6. It's a 13-point lead with 2 seconds to go here in the half. Freeman doesn't see the shot clock, and that's going to be the end of the first half with the score. Kremlin Hillsdale 21, Balko 8. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the first half recap, second half action live from Fairview. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in a moment. Welcome back to the Echo Dome here in Fairview, Oklahoma at Fairview High School, where it's been all Kremlin Hillsdale in the first half of this one, leading the Balko Lady Bison by a score of 21-8. Kremlin Hillsdale being paced by A.O. and Seek with 7 points, 6 for Taryn Rhodes, 3 apiece for Taryn Gray and Pepper Elmore, and 2 for Ty Neal. For Balko, just 8 points, and it's 2 apiece for Sawyer Stockton, Carolyn Olvera, Maylee Wirtz, and Aspen Freeman. Balko's just looked all out of sorts on both sides of the ball, and a lot of that is due to Kremlin Hillsdale. They've been aggressive on the defensive side, they've been aggressive on the offensive side, and we knew that this was possible. Balko not doing themselves any favors whatsoever at the foul line, as they're 0 for 6 from the free throw line. Kremlin Hillsdale is 8 of 8 from the line. Coach Johnson is a terrific coach, and we're going to see what she's got in store here in the second half, see what corrections she made. Balko does have to be careful. Sawyer Stockton and Carolyn Olvera each have 3 fouls. 2 apiece for Aspen Freeman and Maylee Wirtz, and then 1 apiece for Caitlin Gonzalez and Caden Sager. For Kremlin Hillsdale, only Ty Neal's in foul trouble with 3. 2 for A.O. and Seek, and then 1 apiece for Taryn Rhodes, Taryn Smith, and Pepper Elmore. But Balko needs to find themselves in a hurry to start this second half, because the Lady Bison are in serious danger of getting run out of the gym in this one. This is game 1 of a doubleheader, by the way. So the Balko Bison men's team will take on Timberlake after the conclusion of this one. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half live from Timberlake High School. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in a moment. Welcome back to Timberlake High School and the Echo Dome here, Fairview High School and the Echo Dome here in Fairview, Oklahoma, where Kremlin Hillsdale leads Balko by a score of 21-8. It'll be Lady Bison basketball to start the second half. Balko again in their road maroon uniforms with white lettering, white trim, the script Balko across the chest. They'll be going from left to right in the second half. Kremlin Hillsdale in their home white uniforms with red lettering and black trim. They'll be going from right to left. So the inbound goes to Carolyn Olvera. Olvera within the front court finds Aspen Freeman at the elbow, giving it back to Maylee Wirtz. Wirtz driving in, dishing over to Sawyer Stockton on the near side. Stockton crossover dribble will be guarded very closely by Taryn Smith. Ball reversal over now to Wirtz. Wirtz driving into the lane. Bounce pass to the far side. Freeman over to Stockton for 3. Off the back iron, no good. And nobody shot falling for Balko in this game. Coming back the other way now is Taryn Smith for the Lady Bronx. Over to the far side, Taryn Gray has the ball. Gray bounce pass to the high post. Spin move, A.O. and Seek has it, giving it back now to Gray. Over to the near side, now Taryn Smith. Smith back to the elbow again. Over to the near side, Neal. Neal driving into the paint. The floater from Neal is off the back iron. No good. Rebound picked up by Aspen Freeman. Wrestling it away from a couple of Kremlin Hillsdale players. Driving in, the Euro step is up and no good. Balko cannot buy a basket. Into the front court, Kremlin Hillsdale. Over to Gray on the far side, down to the block. Spin move in the paint by A.O. and Seek is good. 9 points for her. 23-8 to score Kremlin Hillsdale. And the route is on here in Fairview. Olvera with it. Keeping her dribble, spin move in the paint, passing over to Wirtz. Wirtz over to Aspen Freeman. Freeman three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Taryn Rhodes. Come back the other way now is Kremlin Hillsdale. Rhodes are walking across the timeline. And Kremlin Hillsdale in no hurry to run any offense at this point. Kill as much clock as possible. Over to Rhodes. Rhodes wasn't ready for it, but she was able to catch anyway. Now down to the high post, Ty Neal. Over to the near side, Smith. Finding a cutting seek on the block, wide open layup is around the rim, no good. Gets her own rebound, put back, good, and a foul. Oh, no good, and a foul. That looked like it was going in. Foul's going to be on Sawyer Stockton. That's her 4th personal foul. So Coach Johnson's going to let her stay in the game with 4 fouls. First free throw is up and good. 10 points now for Ao and Seek. And Caitlin Gonzalez coming into the game. Stockton will now have a seat. And Sawyer Stockton will be done for quite some time. Ao and Seek with more points than the entire Balko team. Second free throw is up and good. Kremlin Hillsdale 10 of 10 from the line for the game. Seek with 11 points and is 25-8. Over to the near side. Gonzalez giving it out to Wirtz. Wirtz driving the lane, loses control over to Freeman. Freeman, foot on the line, jumper no good. Rebounded by Taryn Rhodes. Come back the other way, numbers, ball loose on the floor, picked up by Overo. Stolen, come back the other way. Wirtz has it crossover dribble, giving it off to Trenham. Trenham, floater in the lane is good. First points of the game for Emily Trenham is 25-10, 5:33 to go here in the third quarter. Smith passing it into the front court. Rhodes has it now between the circles. Being guarded very loosely by Emily Trenham. Again, not in any hurry to run any offense. They're going to kill as much time as possible. Back now to Smith. Smith driving in around Olvera. Bounce pass to the corner, driving. Around the arc, driving into the lane. Now we have a lot of contact, no foul. Pass it back the other way, driving in. A lot of contact. Ao and Seek shot no good, rebounded by Emily Trenham. Coming back the other way. Trenham giving it off to Olvera. 3 minutes gone here in the third quarter, 25-10 Kremlin Hillsdale. Wirtz giving it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez top of the key over to Olvera. Olvera for 3, off the back iron, no good. That ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Kremlin Hillsdale basketball, 4:39 to go here in the quarter. Coach Johnson looks exasperated right now, and this is just one of those games. The shots are not falling for Balko. The defense is not happening, and Kremlin Hillsdale is hitting a lot of shots. Pass goes to the elbow. Seek driving in, passing out now to Gray. Gray with the ball, 3-pointer, in and out, no good. Rebound by Melee Wirtz. Tell you what, Kremlin Hillsdale are getting great looks at the shot every time. They're just not falling for him. And we have a reach-in foul. Fouled on Taryn Smith. That'll be her second personal foul. First team foul of the half for Kremlin Hillsdale. Balko basketball inbounding on the far side. Trenham inbounds it to Olvera. She'll walk it across the timeline. Gets the play from Coach Johnson. Not understanding what's being said. Gets a closer look. Balko setting the offense now. 4:05 to go here in the quarter. Utilizing the Gonzalez screen. Olvera pass deflected out of bounds. It'll be Balko basketball inbounding in front of their bench. 4:05 to go here in the third quarter. Wirtz inbound goes to Olvera. Olvera driving in, passes over to Gonzalez on the far side, deflects it out of bounds. She's able to save in the coffin corner. Passing back now to Wirtz. Wirtz top of the key, 3-pointer. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ty Neal. Coming back the other way now are the Lady Bronx. Into the front court, Taryn Smith with it, passing over to Rhodes. Rhodes being guarded by Olvera. Driving in, dishes out to Gray. Gray wide open 3-pointer, and that's good. 6 points for Taryn Gray. 28-10 Kremlin Hillsdale, 3:35 to go here in the third quarter. Wirtz driving into the lane through a double team, shots off the glass and good for Melee Wirtz. 4 points for her. And incredibly, 4 points is the team high for Balko. 3:16 to go here in the third quarter, 28-12 Kremlin Hillsdale. Pass to the high post. Passing now down to the block. The shot is blocked from behind by Aspen Freeman and recovered by her. Looking to get rid of it, can't. Double team comes. Passing off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to pass into the front court. Freeman finds Wirtz wide open on the block, has the ball, and the defense quickly closes. The shot is blocked and a foul. First foul on Taryn Gray, second team foul. It was on the shot, so Caitlin Gonzalez will beat the line to shoot 2 for Balko. 2:55 to go here in the third quarter. 28-12 Kremlin Hillsdale. Gonzalez takes a couple dribbles. First free throws on the way. Off the side of the rim and no good. Caroline Skaggs and Pepper Elmore will check into the game for the Kremlin Hillsdale Lady Broncs. Ty Neal and Taryn Rhodes will have a seat. One more free throw forthcoming for Gonzalez. Second free throw is up. Off the side of the rim and no good. Balko 0 for 8 from the foul line in the game. Into the front court, Terrence Smith has it. Cross-court pass to Elmore on the near side. Over now to Skaggs. Skaggs down to the block. Aowen Seek shot is no good. Rebounded by Carolyn O'Vara. She wants to run coming the other way. 1-on-3 through the double team. Blocking foul called on Pepper Elmore. So that'll be her second personal foul. 3 team fouls for Kremlin Hillsdale here in the half. O'Vara to inbound on the baseline. 2:32 to go here in the third quarter. Inbound goes to Freeman, back to O'Vara. O'Vara out of a double team, over to Trenham. Trenham has the ball, backing it back out, now giving it off to Aspen Freeman. Kremlin Hillsdale is so good at closing down these lanes. Driving into the lane, the shot's off the glass, no good. Rebound loose, a lot of contact. Ball still loose on the floor, out of bounds off of Kremlin Hillsdale. It'll be Balko basketball. Bodies all over the place. That ball stayed in bounds a long time. It looked like it was making a beeline toward the sideline, and then all of a sudden it just kind of sat there. So Balko basketball, Trenham looking to inbound, does so to Gonzalez at the elbow. Back to O'Vara between the circles. 2:12 to go here in the third quarter. Over to Wirtz. Wirtz driving in all the way up to the hoop. The shot is no good. Rebound, Taryn Gray quickly into the front court for Kremlin Hillsdale. 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. Now over to Smith. Smith over to the corner on the near side. Skaggs is going to take the three-pointer off the front iron over to the backboard. No good. It'll be Balko basketball with 1:53 to go here in the quarter. Wirtz with it in the paint, passes off to Trenham underneath the basket. She didn't see where she was. O'Vara to the top of the key. Aspen Freeman driving in. Shot no good, but a foul. So Aspen Freeman will be at the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Pepper Elmore. That's her third personal foul. 4 team fouls for Kremlin Hillsdale, and Freeman will be at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. That's the first free throw made in the game for Balko. So 3 points for the 6'1 sophomore, and she'll take her second free throw. Spins the ball in her hand, second free throw's up, and also good. So Freeman converts both. She has 4 points and is 28-14 with 1:37 to go here in the quarter. Coach Vaught calling for 1 shot with 90 seconds to go in the quarter. They're just going to play keep away at this point. Smith with it. Driving into the lane, has the ball, bounce pass, throws it out of bounds. It'll be a turnover in Balko basketball. Inbound goes to Carolyn O'Vara with 1:15 to go here in the quarter. O'Vara driving in, passing over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez driving into the paint, finds wide open Wirtz for 3. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound by Kremlin Hillsdale, driving all the way in by Seek. The layup is good. 13 points for Aowen Seek, and it's 30-14, under a minute to play here in the quarter. Pass off of Gonzalez and out of bounds, a turnover, Balko basketball. Taryn Rhodes checking back into the game for Kremlin Hillsdale, as well as Jaden Castillon. Gray with it now into the front court with 42 seconds to go here in the quarter. 30-14 Kremlin Hillsdale and the basketball. Rhodes with it now on the logo, being guarded by Wirtz. Looking to get rid of it, does so to Gray on the far side. Half a minute to go. Crossover dribble by Gray, driving in. Finds Castillo wide open on the block over to Seek. Nice give and go, the shot's good. 15 points for Aowen Seek. 32-14 Kremlin Hillsdale. Driving in now to Aspen Freeman, over to Caitlin Gonzalez. Driving in, Gonzalez shot hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Kremlin Hillsdale, 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Quickly into the front court, Seek has it, dribbles it off her foot. Saved by Trenum. And that's going to be the end of the quarter with the score. Kremlin Hillsdale 32, Balko 14. We'll take a quick break. We'll have the third quarter recap and the start of the fourth quarter live from Fairview High School. Balko Bison basketball continue in a moment. Welcome back to the Echo Dome here in Fairview, Oklahoma, where the Balko Lady Bison trailed the Kremlin Hillsdale Lady Eagles by a score of 32-14. Kremlin Hillsdale being paced by A.O. and Seek with 15 points, 6 each for Taryn Gray and Taryn Rhodes, 3 for Pepper Elmore, and 2 for Taryn Smith. For Ty Neal. For Balko, 4 apiece for Maylee Wirtz and Aspen Freeman, 2 apiece for Emily Trenum, Carolyn Olvera, and Sawyer Stockton. Lady Bronx basketball to start the quarter, 14-foot jumper is good for Taryn Gray. That's 8 for her, and the lead's now up to 20. Sawyer Stockton, three-pointer is up and good. So three-point basket good for Sawyer Stockton. She has 5 points. It's 34-17 with 7:36 to go here in the ball game. So it appears as though the Lady Bison season is going to come to an end today here in the regional final. It's been a good season. A lot of ups and downs, but it's been a really good season. By any measure, you have to rate this season as a success. Making it to the 5th round of the playoffs is no small feat. And there are not that many teams in the state that can say that they did that. So by any measure, it's been a good season for the Balko Lady Bison. It's just aggravating that it's going to come to an end this way. Again, the shots are just not falling for Balko. And not really anything that they're doing, they're just not falling. Taryn Smith with it into the front court for Kremlin Hillsdale, circle back out. And the Lady Bronx are going to run as much clock as humanly possible. I think every possession. Smith still with it on the far side. Stockton fights to the screen, giving it off now to Rhodes. Rhodes back now between the circles, Taryn Gray. Gray driving in on Sager, has the ball. Sager fighting around the Seek screen. Seek's driving in, the floaters around the rim, no good. Rebounded by Carolyn Olvera. Coming back the other way now, 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Olvera into the front court, spin move, giving it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez loses control, gets it over to Sager. Sager loses control, it's almost stolen, picked up by Olvera. Olvera throws it to nobody, saved. Ball loose on the floor, tie ball. Balko had possession, so they'll call timeout. 6:47 to go here in the quarter. We'll take the timeout with them. 34-17, Kremlin Hillsdale. Balko Lady Bison basketball. We'll continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma, where it's been the AO and Seek show so far in this game for Kremlin Hillsdale. She has 15 points. Kremlin Hillsdale leading Balko 34-17 with 6:47 to go in the ball game. Wirtz has the ball at the top of the key. Bounce pass over to Carolyn Olvera. Olvera dribbling between the circles. No movement for Balko offensively. Pass is deflected, out of bounds. Off of Kremlin Hillsdale will be Balko basketball to inbound from the midcourt stripe on the far side. Freeman to do the inbounding honors for Balko. Sawyer Stockton with it, driving, splitting a double team, has the ball, circling it back out, crossover dribble, still with it. Back in the defense, back down into the paint, pass off, it's knocked away and stolen. Taryn Gray with it. Come back the other way now for Kremlin Hillsdale with 6:21 to go in the ball game. Gray near the midcourt stripe, being guarded by Olvera. Olvera fights through the Neal screen, and we have a turnover. Gray dribbled it out of bounds. So it'll be Balko basketball, 6:13 to go in the ball game. And the once boisterous Balko student section has been very quiet for quite some time now. Olvera into the front court, has the ball, passing it off now to Wirtz. Wirtz giving it back off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Stockton, double team, passing over now to Wirtz. Wirtz loses control, and we have a reach-in foul. Foul is called on Taryn Smith. That'll be her third personal foul. 5 team fouls in the half for Kremlin Hillsdale. It'll be Balko basketball inbounding on the far side. Oh no, they'll say call inbound for the baseline. Sawyer Stockton will inbound for Balko with 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. Inbound goes to Freeman, back to Stockton. Stockton thought about the three-pointer, opted not to take it. Takes the floater instead, and it's good. 7 points for Sawyer Stockton. It's 34-19, 5:51 to go here in the ball game. Into the front court, Taryn Gray, crossover dribble, being guarded by Olvera, giving it off now to Seek. Seek with the ball. Aspen Freeman chases her out all the way near the midcourt stripe. Has the ball driving in, wide open lane. The floater for Seek is no good. Offensive foul called on AO and Seek. For Seek, that'll be her third personal foul. 16 fouls. And it will be Balko basketball. Olvera with it over the midcourt stripe. 5:35 to go in the ball game. Passing over to Stockton. Stockton has the ball. Olvera thought about the three-pointer, opted not to take it. Driving in through a double team shot is blocked and a foul. And that's going to be on Ty Neal. That'll be 4 on Neal. So Olvera will be at the line now to shoot 2 for Balko. Balko struggled mightily at the free throw line in today's game. Olvera's shot is around the rim and no good. One more free throw forthcoming for Carolyn Olvera. Second free throw is up and good. So Olvera converts 1 of 2. She has 3 points. And it's 34-20 with 5:25 to go here in the ball game. Elmore has it in the backcourt, being guarded by Wirtz. Wirtz driving in. Passing it up. The ball's deflected out of bounds off of Balko, and it'll be Kremlin Hillsdale basketball. Nice defense by Balko. AO and Seek to inbound in front of the Kremlin Hillsdale bench with 5:16 to go in the ball game. Inbound goes to Smith. Smith cross-court pass over to Elmore. Elmore thought about the jumper, opted not to take it. Drives in instead, loses it out of bounds, and it's going to be a foul on the shot. I think that's going to be on Caitlin Gonzalez. No, it's going to be on, yes, it is going to be on Caitlin Gonzalez. That'll be her second personal foul. Just the second team foul of the half for Balko. But it will put Pepper Elmore at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. Elmore's 2 of 3 from the line for the game so far for Kremlin Hillsdale. Second free throw is on the way, and it's good. So Elmore converts both. She has 5 points, and it's 35-21 Kremlin Hillsdale. Taryn Rhodes back in the game for Kremlin. Stockton giving it off to Olvera with 5:05 to go now in the ballgame. Driving in, dishes off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes one dribble, passes off to the key over to Wirtz. Over to Freeman on the near side. Driving in on Seek, has the ball, passing it back out. Going for the steal, not getting it. Wirtz 10-foot jumpers off the back iron, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Taryn Smith. Kremlin Hillsdale's coming back the other way now. Rhodes brings it into the front court. Not really met by anyone, driving all the way and dishing out now to Elmore for 3. Off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Olvera. Numbers back defensively for Kremlin Hillsdale as Balko hurries into the front court. Stockton has it, loses control. She's tackled, no call. Gonzalez finds Stockton. The layup is no good. And a foul on Sawyer Stockton. So Sawyer Stockton's going to foul out of the game. So Sawyer Stockton's going to foul out of the game with 7 points. Emily Trenton will check back in. Kremlin Hillsdale's wanting to shoot free throws. Balko has 3 fouls. So the Kremlin Hillsdale basketball with 4:25 to go here in the ball game. Inbound goes to Elmore. Elmore with it in the backcourt, being guarded by Gonzalez. Driving in, Pepper Elmore has it. Finds Seek at the elbow. Bounce pass over to the far side. Terrence Smith with it. Pass deflected, picked up, and we have a foul. Reach-in foul on Aspen Freeman. That'll be 3 fouls on Freeman. 5 team fouls. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 4:09 to go in the ball game. Kremlin Hillsdale 36, Balko 20. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview. 36-20, Kremlin Hillsdale. 4:09 to go here in the ball game. Inbound goes to the far side. Terrence Smith has it. And a double dribble violation called on Terrence Smith. So it'll be a turnover. Balko basketball. 4 minutes to go here in the Lady Bison season. Again, it's been a great season for Balko. Unfortunate to see it come to an end today. But nothing for these ladies to hang their heads on whatsoever as the shot is blocked. Rebounded by Taryn Gray. Coming back the other way, stolen. Worst shot is no good and a foul. So that'll be 2 fouls on Taryn Gray. That'll be 8th team foul. At the line for Balko will be Maylee Worst to shoot 2. Works his first free throw is up and good. So Works with 5 points, 1 more free throw forthcoming. Second free throw is up. Off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Broncos. Taryn Rhodes with it, and she'll bring it up the court with 3:43 to go in the ball game. Gray with it between the circles, being guarded by Gonzalez. Coach Vaught calling for no shot. They're just going to run as much clock as they possibly can. Gray with it near the midcourt stripe, has the ball. Being guarded now by Olvera. Circling back around. Double team comes. And a blocking foul on Carolyn. Oh, they're going to say she dribbled out of bounds. Wow. Looked like a blocking foul on Olvera. Long inbound goes to Olvera. She'll bring it into the front court. 3:10 to go in the ball game. Trenton with it between the circles, has the ball, looking to get rid of it, can't find anyone to give it to. Nobody's open, over to Maylee Works, finally Works for 3, fadeaway, no good, rebounded by Rhodes. Come back the other way now are the Lady Broncos with under 3 to play, fouled by Maylee Works in the backcourt. That's going to be her 3rd personal foul. And I think a lot of what we're seeing now is just frustration on the part of the Lady Bison. 5 team fouls for Balko. Rhodes looking to inbound. Does so to Seek in the backcourt, being guarded all the way near the back foul line by Aspen Freeman. Seek with it, driving in, pass out of a double team to a wide open Smith. Smith driving the baseline. Reverse layup is off the glass and good for Terrence Smith, her first points of the game. It's 38-21 now, 2:40 to go in the ball game. Wirtz with it, driving baseline. The floater's off the glass, no good, and a foul. So Wirtz will go back to the foul line. Foul's going to be on Taryn Rhodes. That'll be her second personal foul. 9 fouls. Wirtz will be at the line to shoot 2. Wirtz takes a couple dribbles, spins the ball in her hand. Free throw's on the way. Off the side of the rim, no good. That was a flat free throw. Second free throw is up and in. Wirtz converts 1 of 2. She has 6 points. Caitlin Gonzalez is going to have a seat. Kaden Sager is going to check in. Seek looking to inbound. Let's over to the far side. Give and go to Seek. Now numbers for Kremlin Hillsdale. Driving in. Bounce pass over to the far side. Gray has it. She's going to bring it back out. 2:26 to go here in the quarter. Gray wraparound dribble utilizing the Rhodes screen. Giving it off to Rhodes now between the circles like she wasn't expecting the pass. Being guarded now by Wirtz. Driving all the way around. Splitting a double team. Shots off the glass and good for Taryn Rhodes. 8 points for her. 40-22 Kremlin Hillsdale. 2:05 to go in the ball game. Olvera driving in, loses control, it's stolen. Coming back the other way, transition opportunity. Gray ahead of everyone, the shot's off the glass and good. 10 points for Taryn Gray. She's the second Kremlin Hillsdale player in double figures. 42-22 with under 2 to play here in the ball game. Over to the near side, Sager has the ball. Ball reversal over to Trenham. Trenham has it on the wing on the near side, handing it off to Olvera. Olvera driving in, passing off to Freeman. Freeman for 3 from the corner, misses everything, no good. Rebounded by Taryn Smith. Come back the other way. Numbers for Kremlin Hillsdale, driving all the way in. The floater is up off the side of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound. Put back by Seek, also no good. Rebounded by Aspen Freeman. Come back the other way, under 90 seconds to go now. Into the front court, passes too tall and out of bounds. It'll be a turnover and Kremlin Hillsdale basketball. Abby Vandiver and Caroline Skaggs into the game for Kremlin Hillsdale, as well as Jaden Castillon. A minute 23 to go in the ball game. A game that Kremlin Hillsdale has dominated from start to finish. Splitting a double team. Elmore has the ball in the backcourt, picks up a dribble, giving it off to Castillon. Castillon into the front court, now giving it off to Skaggs. Skaggs now between the circles over to Gray. Gray back to Skaggs, has the ball. A minute 10 to go in the ball game. Over to the near side. Castillon has it, holding it at her hip. Takes a couple dribbles, being guarded by Trenham. Driving baseline, passes knocked away and stolen. Come back the other way now. Freeman with it. And there's going to be a foul called on Caroline Skaggs. It'll be her first personal foul. 10 team fouls. So Aspen Freeman will be at the line to shoot a double bonus. Another game forthcoming for Balko after this. The Balko Bison gentlemen's team will take on Timberlake in about 15 minutes or so. So but what we're going to do after this broadcast is the first free throw's up and good. Is we're going to switch. We're going to shut this broadcast off. We're going to go over to the other broadcast. And we'll broadcast that game shortly after the conclusion of this one. Second free throw's up and good. Freeman converts both free throws. She has 6 points. And with a minute to go in the ball game, it's 42-24. Foul in the backcourt on Aspen Freeman. That's 4 on her. Inbound goes to the corner on the near side. Skaggs with it, being trapped back there by Freeman. Long outlet to Gray. She's ahead of everyone, knocked away by Olvera and stolen. Coming back the other way. Ahead to Freeman. Freeman loses control, deflected out of bounds off of Kremlin Hillsdale. Will be Balko basketball. 47 seconds to go in the ball game. So the Kremlin Hillsdale Lady Bronx will advance to the area round of the playoff. And Balko will see their season come to an end today. Freeman's jumper is up and no good. Kremlin Hillsdale into the front court, has the ball. Gray in the front court, giving it off. Pepper Elmore now with it. Double team comes. And they're going to be content to just dribble it out, I would imagine. Gray with it. Being guarded now by Freeman, handing it off. Ball's deflected, loose on the floor, picked up again by Gray. Back near the timeline. Crossover dribble, passing over to Castillo on the far side with 6 seconds left. And that's going to be the final score, with Kremlin Hillsdale defeating Balko 42-24. So Balko Lady Bison are going to see their season come to an end today. Again, a very good season for Balko. They will see their season record finish at 15 wins and 9 losses on the year, which is a good season. Kremlin Hillsdale will advance to the area round of the playoffs, and we do wish them the best of luck the rest of the way. We're going to sign off with this broadcast, and we'll take you to the Jonas broadcast between Balko and Timberlake. Balko Bison basketball will continue in a moment.